Payne Chevrolet in Springfield. 9 decades, 3 generations, 1 tradition.
I got what I asked for at Payne Chevrolet. That's the honest truth.
Over the weekend, a group of Marines got together that hadn't seen each other in over 40 years. It was an opportunity to reflect on a very special time in their lives that created a bond that lives to this day. They told us that even after 40 years, it was like no time had passed. They just picked up right where they left off.
Help us understand, for those who maybe haven't served in the military. I have not served in the military. So you guys have a special bond that goes deeper than I think a lot of people can understand. Is there a way you can help us understand how getting together today feels, what it means to you?
Like a brotherhood. I mean, it's just, we were so young and full of energy and etc. And then, all these years later, we're still survived. Everybody's been through the tributes of life. We all still survive. So, I mean, easiest way I can put it. So, anybody wants to add to it or?
Well, Marines, and I think Marines just have a special bond. I think it's through the whole Marine Corps. When we're part, I mean, there's some guys that missed out on this that couldn't make it for other reasons, family reasons. But we just talked to a couple, and they're going to try to do it next time if we can get together. But Marines, I believe have a special bond. Nothing against the other services, but something that'll last forever. Hope everybody agrees with what I'm saying, but
we always a Marine. Yeah. And the bond that you have, I mean, like me, it feels like even it's been 45 years, we haven't missed a lick. I mean, we got back together, and it's like exactly. We got back together yesterday.
Yeah,
exactly. Yep.
Trying to be 20 again. There's no former Marines or ex-Marines, we're just Marines for life, basically.
But once you slept in, foxholes together and mud and slept on top of a cold mountain and dug into the side of a hill and hope you didn't roll off in the middle of the night, together. That's a lot of togetherness. It's stuff you don't forget. And stuff like that formed the bond, and after work we usually all got together and spent time together. So it was just good times in our life that we'll never forget. I won't.
Where did you guys serve together?
Camp Lejeune, North Carolina. It was Fox Company, 2nd Battalion, 2nd Marines, 2nd Marine Division.
Did you guys go through boot camp together?
No.
Nope. I don't think any of us went through at the same time.
So you just got assigned together as a group?
Yep.
Right. Come from all walks of life. Nobody knows where you're coming from. People just show up. Some of us served in other units or other places. I served with another guy over in Okinawa. Me and Aaron served in Okinawa. Actually didn't know each other over there. I was in Brava, he was in Delta Company, but we were right on the same, ate in the same mess hall. But then we got to Lejeune and you all get bonded together and it's neat because everybody's from different states, different parts of the country, and it's amazing. We got a lieutenant here. A lot of units wouldn't even want their lieutenant to even join them for dinner, but this guy right here, he was our XO, and
that's right.
Proud to say that, and happy to see him.
Somebody had to take care of us.
Somebody had to take care of me. Well, I got to tell you, they're Marines, and Marines are in my estimation, a step above.
Yeah.
But even beyond that, I did serve as their executive XO, and I just got to tell you, as far as I'm concerned, these are the finest of the finest. They're some of the finest young, hard-charging, low-crawling, straight-shooting, non-mistake making, romping, stomping, roguish-looking global soda to see that I've ever seen in my life, and I was proud to serve with them.
Hoorah.
Amen.
Tell me about the journey to put this event together.
Well, Aaron and I, we rehooked probably 15, 16 years ago. We got back together. He was my best man in my first wedding.
Right.
And we've stayed in touch, I guess, more than everybody else. And we've just been chit-chatting back and forth, and we decided, we're not getting any younger. Let's try to get the guys back together again. Right. And of course, back when we were together years ago, like you said, there was no social media. It was hard to find. Until that happened, that made it, capable or us able to do that. Where we could find people, and we found several.
Right. We haven't missing 2 or 3, but like I say, I'm from Illinois. And Mike's from down here, so...
Oh, we come from Iowa,
right,
Florida, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Alabama, everywhere, Louisiana.
We got on it, social internet, whatever, and paid for you search things, you know, to find everybody and make sure that's the right person. Call them, text them, and would they be interested? And so we talked about a date, and then we kind of texted everybody, and everybody was up for this one anyway. A few couldn't, of course, because they're still working and things, but and health problems on one. And but between me and Mike, you know, it's about all I can say.
It came together.
Yeah, it did.
We had a commanding officer that his name was First Lieutenant John F. Kelly, and John F. Kelly ended up being President Trump's chief of staff. So we got a connection. That's, you know, he spent 45 years in the Marine Corps and got out as a 4-star general. So you know, we're proud to have him as our commanding officer also, and we've tried relentlessly to get a hold of him. Of course, his stature is really hard to get a hold of him, because we'd love for him to come or called us or something, but it's all good. We know it's all good.
You're going to do it again next year?
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Mike Yarlett, and I was Yarlett, and at the time I was Corporal Yarlett.
Danny Rayburn, is Raburn, and rank was sergeant.
Richard Williams,
Just like it sounds.
WILLIAMS, sergeant.
Aaron Weiler from Glen Carbon, Illinois, corporal.
Sergeant Greg Weirson,
Spell the last name.
WIERSON.
Doug Warren, Sergeant, WARREN.
Okay, my last name is Parker, PARKER.
First name?
And my first name is Grant. And
What is
Grant.
Grant, okay.
And I was a first lieutenant. I was at Fox Company 2. I was second platoon commander, and later on I was these fellows executive officer in the office there, and I was the executive officer at Fox Company 2.
Well, there you have it, Robertson County. Thank you guys so much for inviting Smoky Barn News out to your great event. And of course, thank you for your service. It was a pleasure meeting you all. And for those of you who think that Marines don't have a sense of humor,
So what's your name? Answer the question! Just kidding. Trigger some training. You know.
I can't believe you're still standing.
A reporter's body was found.
I like to go ha, ha, ha. Ha, ha, ha. I like to go he, he, he. He, he, he. We have a lot of fun, my mouth and me. I like to go.
I like to go. I like to go.
Big City Dining in Springfield. Depot Bar and Grill.